Imagine 3 school buses parked end to end. Now, imagine that entire length, that entire weight, being lifted straight into the air. This is not a scene from a movie. This is the reality of modern military aviation. The United States Marine Corps operates a machine capable of such incredible feats. This machine is a helicopter. It is called the CH-53K King Stallion. It is the largest, most powerful, and heaviest helicopter in the U.S. military's arsenal. Its purpose is simple, but immense. It is built to move massive things from one place to another quickly and safely, no matter the conditions. The sheer size of the King Stallion can be difficult to comprehend. It commands attention on any airfield. Its shadow blankets the ground below. The sound of its rotors turning is a deep, powerful thrum that you feel in your chest. This is not just another aircraft. It is a flying giant, a testament to engineering, and a critical tool for the men and women who serve. When a mission requires lifting what seems impossible, the call goes out for this specific helicopter. The CH-53K King Stallion is defined by its numbers. It is nearly 100 feet long. Its main rotor spans over 79 feet in diameter. When those blades spin, they cover an area larger than a tennis court. The helicopter stands over 28 feet tall, equivalent to a 3-story building. Its empty weight is more than 40,000 pounds. But its true strength lies not in what it weighs, but in what it can lift. The King Stallion can carry an external load of 27,000 pounds. That is the weight of an M1126 Stryker, a modern armored fighting vehicle. This incredible lift capacity comes from its power plant, not 1 or 2, but 3 engines. Each General Electric T408 engine produces over 7,500 horsepower. Combined, they generate more than 22,500 horsepower. This immense power is what allows the helicopter to perform in extreme conditions. It can lift its maximum load in hot climates and at high altitudes, where the air is thin and other helicopters struggle. The CH-53K was specifically designed to overcome these challenges, ensuring it can operate anywhere in the world. Inside, the helicopter's cabin is cavernous. It is wider than its predecessors, allowing it to carry a 463L pallet, the standard size for military air cargo, without needing to be repacked. This saves critical time during loading and unloading operations. The cabin can be configured to carry 30 combat-ready Marines. It can also be equipped to transport medical litters for casualty evacuation. This flexibility makes the King Stallion a multi-purpose asset. The King Stallion did not appear out of nowhere. It is the latest in a long line of CH-53 helicopters. Its direct predecessor was the CH-53E Super Stallion. The Super Stallion served the Marine Corps for over 40 years. It was a legendary workhorse. It saw action in every major conflict from the 1980s onward. It performed countless missions. But as time went on, the demands of the military grew. Equipment became heavier. Missions became more complex. A new helicopter was needed. The CH-53K may look similar to the CH-53E, but it is a fundamentally new aircraft. Engineers didn't just upgrade the old model, they redesigned it from the ground up. It shares the same basic footprint as the Super Stallion. The King Stallion can lift nearly 3 times the weight. A CH-53E could lift a Humvee. A CH-53K can lift an armored joint light tactical vehicle, which is much heavier. To achieve this power, engineers made significant changes. Brand new transmission system, 3 new engines, main rotor blades made from advanced composite materials, internal cabin widened by a full foot, easier loading of standard cargo pallets, entire airframe built with more durable materials to increase service life and reduce repairs. The cockpit of the King Stallion is a world away from the Super Stallions. The older model used analog gauges and dials. The CH-53K features a modern glass cockpit, large multi-function digital displays, maps, flight data, engine status, sensor information. The core mission of the U.S. Marine Corps is expeditionary warfare. This means being able to rapidly deploy forces from the sea to anywhere in the world. The CH-53K is the backbone of this strategy. It acts as a powerful bridge between amphibious assault ships and the land. In a crisis, Marines need to get ashore quickly with the tools to fight and win. The King Stallion makes that happen. It keeps the first wave from waiting for heavy support. Imagine a large Navy ship miles off a hostile coast. On that ship, Marines, vehicles, supplies. The CH-53K can lift an artillery cannon, ammunition, and its crew and deliver them inland. It returns to the ship, picks up a light armored vehicle, flies it to a forward operating base. Then another trip delivers pallets of water and medical supplies. All of this can happen in hours, giving commanders a fully equipped force before the enemy can react. The raw power of the CH-53K is impressive, but what truly sets it apart is the technology inside. The helicopter is equipped with a fly-by-wire flight control system. In older helicopters, the pilot's controls were connected to the rotors through a complex series of mechanical rods and hydraulics. In the King Stallion, the pilot's inputs are sent to a computer. The computer then sends digital signals to actuators that move the rotor blades. This system is lighter, more reliable, far more precise. It makes the helicopter easier and safer to fly. The computer makes thousands of tiny adjustments every second and prevents the aircraft being pushed beyond its limits. Another key piece of technology is the composite structure. The main rotor blades are crafted from advanced composite materials, stronger, yet lighter, with more efficient aerodynamic shapes. The airframe also uses composites, improving resistance to saltwater corrosion at sea. It has a sophisticated health and monitoring system like a doctor checking vitals, predicting faults so parts can be replaced proactively. Safety is the highest priority in military aviation, especially with a helicopter this large and powerful. One of the greatest risks is load stability. The King Stallion uses its flight control computer to sense and correct load swing, keeping cargo steady. It has multiple layers of redundancy, including 3 engines, able to fly and land safely even if one fails, and redundant flight control computers and hydraulics. Training matches the tech. Pilots spend countless hours in full-motion simulators where instructors can create any scenario imaginable. Maintenance crews learn on advanced systems and mock-ups using onboard diagnostics to identify and fix problems fast. A safe design, well-trained pilots, and expert maintainers together provide mission assurance. Reliable performance when it matters most. This is the story of the biggest beast in the sky. The true measure of the CH-53K is not found in technical manuals, but in its real-world application. Consider a combat scenario. A small unit of Marines is pinned down by enemy fire in a remote valley. They are running low on ammunition and have wounded soldiers. A convoy, on the ground, would be too slow and too vulnerable to attack. The King Stallion is the answer. It can fly over the threat, land in a small clearing near the unit's position, and deliver supplies and reinforcements. It can then evacuate the wounded, lifting them directly to a hospital ship offshore. The helicopter's impact extends beyond direct combat. It is also a powerful tool for disaster relief and humanitarian aid. In 2021, after a devastating earthquake struck Haiti, helicopters were essential for reaching isolated communities where roads and bridges had been destroyed. The CH-53K is perfectly suited for such missions. It can lift large containers of purified water, pallets of emergency food, heavy power generators. It can transport entire medical teams and their equipment to set up field clinics. In one real-world exercise, a CH-53K demonstrated its ability to recover a downed aircraft, successfully lifting and transporting a U.S. Navy F-35C Lightning II fighter jet. In a conflict, recovering a high-value aircraft prevents sensitive technology from falling into enemy hands, and may return it to service. It is a tool of war, but it is also an instrument of peace and assistance. Whether delivering an armored vehicle to a battlefield or a generator to a disaster zone, the King Stallion provides a capability no other U.S. helicopter can match. Its impact is measured in missions accomplished, supplies delivered, and lives saved. The CH-53K King Stallion is here to stay. It is planned to be the Marine Corps' primary heavy-lift helicopter for the next several decades. As it enters full-rate production, more of these powerful machines will join the fleet, replacing the aging Super Stallions. The men and women who fly and maintain them will continue to develop new tactics and techniques to get the most out of this incredible aircraft. It will be a familiar sight on Navy decks and at air bases around the world, a symbol of American power and reach. Engineers keep pushing. Lighter materials, more powerful efficient engines, smarter autonomous systems. Drones will likely work alongside helicopters like the CH-53K, scouting threats and finding safe landing zones. But the fundamental need for heavy vertical lift will remain, moving big, heavy things to difficult places. The King Stallion is more than hardware. It represents a promise to Marines on the ground who need support, to allies who need rapid response, and to civilians in disaster who need help. The deep, thundering sound of its rotors is the sound of that promise being kept. It is the sound of help arriving. As we look to the horizon, the CH-53K stands as a monument to what is possible, a flying giant, born of necessity and built with ingenuity. It lifts what others cannot. It goes where others cannot. The King Stallion is not just the biggest beast in the sky today. It is a bridge to a safer and more secure future, carried on the winds of its powerful rotors.